Hello, everyone. My name is Maggie Baumer, and I'm the current president of the National Association for the Advancement of Orthotics and Prosthetics. Today, we're talking with Lucas DeLuca, who's one of our most recent graduates of the fellowship program. Hey, Lucas, it's good to see you.
Hey, Maggie, good to see you too.
So, Lucas, I have a few questions for you. And just first off, we're curious to learn, how is it that you came to learn about the fellowship, and what is it that made you decide to apply to the fellowship?
Yeah, so I had just finished a master's degree in disability studies. I had already been working in the workforce in the realm of education and disability accommodation, but I was looking for the opportunity to really learn more about limb loss, limb difference, and then kind of the O&P field and how kind of the state, local, and even federal level all interplay. And I really wanted an opportunity to break into this area, this field, and I couldn't find a good way to do it. I stumbled across the fellowship by chance on a jobs website, and I have to tell you, it was the best decision I ever made to take that jump and to walk into this fellowship.
Well, we're so glad that you did, and also really glad that you stuck with us despite the 2-year delay from COVID. I know, it was like, when is this thing going to start? And we're just so glad that it all worked out. So thank you for that. What would you say is, a main takeaway or a biggest lesson, something you'd want the listeners to know about what you learned from the fellowship?
I think there's a few things. I think what I took away is kind of that 10,000-foot view. We get to see something that not many Americans get to see. It's kind of a master class in how O&P policy and the law gets done on a day-to-day basis. You're following Peter Thomas, the general counsel for the NAAOP, kind of shadowing him from time to time. You're collaborating with folks like yourself, Maggie, and other hospital partners in the area to see how services are provided, what is the responsibility to care, and how folks are innovating across the board. It really is a curriculum in taking things to the next level, moving from being an advocate to a change agent for the O&P field.
I'm just smiling because perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. It's exactly what we want out of the fellowship, is to really set up a pathway and a protocol for people like yourself, change agents, passionate O&P providers, clinicians, users who want to get more involved in advocacy. So glad to hear that. Can you tell us how you're applying what you learned through the fellowship to your current day-to-day life and career, and maybe what's changed in your job world?
Yeah, so I got to say, the things that I learned right off the bat is that there are so many, every job and every field and every profession has a different set of coded language. It's things that people use to get the job done, different acronyms for complex laws and different policies. And so to work with the NAAOP, to sit in and to learn and to become familiarized with all this important language to help advance the advocacy works that folks are doing, or better yet, to become that agent of change that I had mentioned, that to me was really impactful. My lexicon, my dictionary, my day-to-day language has changed for the better. And I would say probably beyond all of that, what I learned most of all was how to best apply the connections I made on a much larger level. As I said, you get to see things that not many Americans get to see on how policies get made, how work is getting done, and you can transfer those connections that you've made in so many different areas into successful working relationships moving forward. I think an excellent example of this is prior to this fellowship, I was working as a director of a disability services office, supporting students with disabilities, but I wanted desperately to make the leap into working with the amputee population, limb loss and limb difference. And I was able to make use of the connections I made, the knowledge that I was able to cultivate. And I'm proud to say now that I'm working with the Amputee Coalition as the director for community engagement. This had really tangible results for me. beyond just the day-to-day learning. And so it means a lot.
Wow, it's such a success story, and we're so proud of you, Lucas, and so happy that that has all taken place and you found a spot at the Amputee Coalition, and also looking forward to collaborating with you on some projects. So congratulations.
Thank you. I can't wait.
Okay, so anything else you'd like to say to the listeners before we close out?
I would say if this opportunity comes across any of your web pages, jump at it. Don't wait for this opportunity to go by. This is a life-changing opportunity to learn, to work with some of the best, and to really understand an area that is not seen and understood by most. It is truly exciting to live and to see DC in a very different light. And most importantly, to those who are watching, if you have the ability to donate as well, this opportunity also is one that comes through the donations of all of you. And so if you have the ability to do so, I would not have been able to go if it had to be on me, or through my pocket. And the NAAOP really provided the opportunity of a lifetime in providing this opportunity to me. So I plan to donate, and I hope maybe all of you watching can too.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Lucas. And as Lucas said, you know, the fellowship is fully funded by donations. You don't need to be a member of the NAAOP in order to donate. You can just visit our website at naaop.org and click on the Donate tab. Thanks so much for joining us today, Lucas, and to all our listeners. Have a great day, everyone.
Take care.